Good morning. Thank you, Rep. Ugosti and former State Representative Batnick. I am Tim Ozinga, State Representative of the 37th District, which covers parts of Cook and Will County. High property taxes in Illinois are hurting everyone. Families, homeowners, and businesses are struggling to make ends meet, and there doesn't seem to be light at the end of the tunnel. Our state leadership is continuing to perpetuate the haves versus the have-nots through bad policies that are hurting our most struggling communities with less and less opportunity while continuing to maintain the status quo with more affluent ones. This is no more evident than when we look at the population of two communities that were previously mentioned. Winnetka has had a stable population for the past 20 years, while the population of Harvey has decreased over 30%. As residents and businesses have fled from these opportunity deserts. As previously mentioned, Illinois ranks 50th out of 50th in racial economic equity. This is unacceptable. Just as the body has many parts, the heart, the lungs, if one of those parts is not doing well, is ill, or has a sickness, it affects the health of the whole body. Our state is similar in that when these communities are not thriving and being successful, it affects the health of the entire state. The leaders of our state have continued to put Band-Aids on problems while not addressing the cancerous condition that is the root cause of all this inequity. These communities don't need more government bureaucracy. They need hope. They need space to breathe and dream about a better future of safe neighborhoods, quality education, jobs, and opportunities for their kids and grandkids to have the ability to succeed. We must end the vicious cycle of decline and begin a virtuous cycle of growth, opportunity, and most importantly, hope. We can all agree we want people from all communities to have the opportunity to succeed. The current majority needs to stop bickering and playing political games and start offering solutions to fix our problems. That is why we have introduced House Bill 4866. The biggest driver of our property tax bills are school districts. This is often 50 to 70% of the property tax bill. This legislation would create the Education Property Tax Relief Fund. This fund would be established by the Illinois Board of Education and would award property relief grants to qualifying school districts in the state, which is so desperately needed. Relief grants would be allocated on a per-pupil basis, and the property tax levy would be required to be reduced by the same amount as the grants given by the state. Once fully implemented, some districts would see up to a 50% decrease in their property tax levy. Property tax in these areas will decline, which will reignite economic opportunity in these areas and spark growth, which will be good for everyone. I'm calling on my colleagues across the aisle to come to the table and work with us on property tax relief. This will lift up all individuals, communities, and businesses across the state, and I look forward to bipartisan support on this legislation. I'm confident this legislation will create real change for the people of Illinois who are struggling to make ends meet. This policy will build a foundation for the next generation, our kids and our grandkids, to succeed for generations to come. Most importantly, this plan creates hope and hope for a brighter future in the state of Illinois.